Good evening. This is CTV News for Wednesday, May 31st. I'm Patricia Villone.
And I'm Rochelle Metzger. Thank you for joining us tonight. Family and friends remember Norman White, the Clinton teenager who died last week in a car crash. White was finishing his junior year at Gwynn Park High School, where he played varsity football. His teammates were among those who gathered at First Baptist Church of Glenarden for his funeral. Those who knew the 17-year-old best say he enjoyed fishing with his family and playing video games. Shy but tough, he was a go-getter who liked to work so he could make his own money.
Cool dude, you know, he always joked around about us in the weight room. It was funny. He was just very chill. Anybody can be cool with him, anybody. And it's just so sad that he had to go. And man, I loved him, man, for real. Like, he was probably one of the closest people on the team that I was with. He was really like a brother.
His drive, his personality, he was funny, he was smart, he was always ambitious, he was a DJ, he sold shoes, he just an all-around good kid. That's what we're going to miss the most about him.
White was driving on Temple Hill Road the night of May 23rd when he lost control and hit a tree. The investigation into what caused him to veer off the road continues.
A roundtable of stakeholders is convened at the Community of Hope AME Church in Hillcrest Heights this morning. Congressman Anthony Brown led a discussion of issues and concerns about domestic violence, human trafficking, and sexual assault. The conversation centered around current loopholes in federal law.
Restraining orders are being executed, and abusers do turn over their weapons, but not during hunting season, and not during if they're working as police officers. They only can turn in their weapons at one time, but when they go on shift, they get their weapons back, and then they turn back in their weapons when they get off from work. Where that loophole is, how do we know they're not going to go once they get their weapons to go and kill their victims?
All of the victims that we serve come to us for that refuge, right? So how can we provide that if we're being stalked? I have had to go to court this year alone 4 times to seek an order of peace for my agency. Every time I've been, I run into challenges because I'm required to do it as an individual. I want to protect my entity.
Brown introduced the Protecting Domestic Violence and Stalking Victims Act. The bill seeks to close 3 loopholes in federal law. Those include restricting people under temporary restraining orders from buying guns, expanding protection to dating partnerships, and prohibiting convicted stalkers from buying firearms. Meantime, President Trump says the U.S. will pull out of the Paris Climate Agreement, and he will try and renegotiate the deal. Nearly 200 countries signed on to the deal in 2015, which seeks to slash carbon dioxide and other emissions. Congressman Brown says he's deeply disappointed in the news.
The United States would be joining 2 other countries, Nicaragua and Syria, countries who have not been or not signatories to the Paris Climate Change Agreement. Look, we've made a lot of progress in this country, whether it's renewable energies, reducing carbon footprint, using technology, innovation, growing a green economy and creating a lot of jobs. And this is just another example of the President Trump hell-bent, quite frankly, on rolling back, repealing, and eliminating everything that was accomplished during the last 8 years under the Obama administration.
The U.S. had committed the nation to reductions by 2025. Supporters of the measure are concerned that other countries may follow suit and pull out of the accord.